Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 35, he's loose. Will be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking on the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. They finally get to him. The one
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Find some fresh air. Turning it on. They finally make the stop of the big run. Here's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Got his man quickly. Going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Humphries. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This quarterback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense got him at the 27. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic and intercepted. Flying out to the left. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
What a play by the defense. He didn't get close to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 10.
Well, the defense got tremendous penetration. They were able to rally to the football with their backs against the wall on their own goal line and force a huge loss.
On the double. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
3:25.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's a heat. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Decibel meters about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got him. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands, it's Burns. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Got a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Rolling on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense dropping into soft coverage. Got the first down and more. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
He's brought down at the 38. And that's a first down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. On offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football form out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Hard running there. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Might be calling a hot route. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Thanks to grab. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Goodwin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Red pass is complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. No huddle offense to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up 14 over Michigan State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Snap it to the back. Finds a little space. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Humphreys. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. This time he's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes! defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Calls his own number. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Penn State 30. Michigan 14.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On on fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.